Hello, how are you? In this video, we will give you the 7 best tips to get those wide shoulders you desire. We won't waste your time, so let's get straight to the point. How can you increase shoulder growth? Simple. You need to train your deltoids more frequently than usual. Usually this is a muscle group that is trained only once a week. Well, now you will have to train it twice a week on non-consecutive days. For example, Monday and Wednesday, Tuesday and Thursday. Now that you know where to fit shoulder workouts into your week, it's time to pair the muscle groups properly to achieve the desired results. Here are some suggestions. Anterior deltoid with bench press, posterior deltoid with triceps, or medial deltoid with trapezius. By combining these suggested muscle groups in your training, your shoulders will grow rapidly. Get ready because we're about to give you 3 more tips that you'll only see here on our channel. Tip number 1. If your goal is to increase shoulder size, start your workout with isolated shoulder exercises. Isolated training is a strategy where a single muscle group is targeted. This type of training allows maximum concentration on that specific muscle, optimizing its development and muscle hypertrophy. Tip number 2. You should opt for advanced methods to exhaust the target muscle, such as pre-exhaustion method, which involves first working a muscle with an isolated exercise until fatigue, and then performing a compound exercise involving the same muscle. Kamikaze method, where you use the heaviest weight you can lift for 6 to 8 repetitions. Then you work until muscle failure. Rest for 10 to 15 seconds and reduce the weight by 10%. Repeat this process until there is no more weight to decrease. Drop set method is a training technique that involves performing a set of an exercise until near muscle failure, immediately followed by reducing the repetitions while following the previous assumption. This process can be repeated several times in a single set. The goal of all these methods is to induce localized muscle fatigue, promoting hypertrophy. Let us know in the comments which of the 3 methods you like the most and will implement in your next workout. Tip number 3. Changing the force vector during the same exercise is an essential strategy to optimize training and prevent stagnation. When you change the force vector, that is, the direction and angle at which force is applied, you target the same muscle in different ways and stimulate various parts of it. This is extremely relevant for 2 reasons. There is diversified muscle stimulation, meaning that we activate different muscle fibers within the same group, leading to more uniform and complete muscle development. Changing the force vector prevents the body from adapting, thus introducing new variety to the training, preventing the body from plateauing, and ensuring continuous progress. A clear example of what we are talking about is doing lateral raises with dumbbells or doing lateral raises using a cable machine. It's the same exercise but with different force vectors. We know your time is valuable, and we appreciate you spending it with us. In return, we have 2 more golden pieces of advice for you. Stay tuned because these tips will make a difference. Golden tip number 1. Work with slow tempos, both in the eccentric and concentric phase of the movement. This factor allows you to increase time under tension, which is one of the key pillars for muscle hypertrophy. Try any of these sequences: 3 seconds descending, 1 second ascending, or 2 seconds descending, 4 seconds ascending. Golden tip number 2. You should use peak contraction, also known as maximum contraction, to your advantage. This moment refers to the point where the muscle has its maximum contraction. This process usually helps increase exercise intensity, maximize recruitment of muscle fibers, and provide greater stimulation for muscle hypertrophy. By combining the previous tip with this one, check out these 2 examples. 1 second ascending, 3 seconds holding the peak contraction, and 2 seconds descending with control. Or 2 seconds ascending, 2 seconds holding at the top, and 3 seconds descending. We have just shared 7 tips that will revolutionize your shoulder workout. Now, you are ready to take your training to the next level. If you enjoyed this video, you will also like this one: 7 tips for giant biceps. Before you leave, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel to continue learning with us. Goodbye, and see you in the next one.